Look at your bookshelf. Now look at your bank account. Which one's winning? Odds are, it's not the one with overdraft protection. Here's the crazy part. About 9 out of 10 people finish a self-help book and then do absolutely nothing with it. Not a single highlight turns into a habit. That's not self-help. It's shelf-help. But today, we're fixing that. I'll walk you through 7 tiny steps that turn what you know into what you do. Each step is small, but when you stack them, that's where real results come from. Let's dive in. We live in an age of endless information. Podcasts on double speed, cheap online courses, YouTube tutorials for literally everything. But here's the issue. Information alone doesn't create results. You and I both know people who know a lot, but still feel stuck. Even doctors, who get lectures on hand washing, only remember to wash about half the time. If professionals struggle to act on what they know, it makes sense that the rest of us need more than just more knowledge. That's why we need a system. And it starts with step 1. The first step is simple but powerful. Name your gap. Instead of saying, I want to be healthy, which is vague, say, I can explain nutrition, but I haven't cooked one healthy meal this week. See the difference? Being specific turns a giant, foggy problem into something you can actually face. So take a second and say it out loud. My gap. Once you name it, you've got a clear target. And that leads to step 2. Now that you know your gap, the next move is to make the advice fit your life. Say you read, meditate 60 minutes a day, but you've only got 20 minutes for lunch. No problem. Do 5 minutes before your sandwich. Here's the point. If the advice doesn't fit you, you won't stick with it. So bend it, shape it, shrink it, whatever it takes. The plan should fit your life. You shouldn't have to twist yourself to fit the plan. Once you've customized the advice, it's time to face the obstacles in your way. Here's where most people stumble. They forget to play detective. Step 3 is to spot the barriers, the stuff that blocks you. Examples? Phone buzzing nonstop. No desk space. Dog begging for attention. Now split them into 2 groups. Things I can control. Things I can't control. Forget the second list. It's wasted energy. Focus only on what you can fix. Then, solve each one with a tiny tweak. Airplane mode for your phone, fold-up tray for a desk, a squeaky toy for the dog. Once the roadblocks are clear, you're ready for step 4. Now, instead of trying everything at once, pick one barrier and attack it with one tactic. Examples. Keep forgetting vitamins. Put the bottle on your coffee mug. Scared of running? Just jog to the mailbox and back. When the tool matches the problem, it works way better than random hacks. Think of it like using a key for a lock. One problem, one solution. And when that's in place, it's time to make sure you actually stick to it. Step 5. Here's the truth. If you don't track it, you'll probably forget it. But don't overcomplicate. Skip the giant spreadsheets. Keep it dead simple. One check mark on your phone. A penny in a jar. A sticky note on the wall. Why does this work? Because every mark is a tiny reward. You get that little yes, I did it buzz. In fact, people who just wrote down when they ate, nothing fancy, lost twice as much weight as those who didn't track at all. Tracking keeps you honest. But what do you do with that info? That's step 6. Every week, set aside 5 minutes. Ask 2 simple questions. Did I actually do the thing? What changed? Write down both the numbers, push-ups, dollars saved, pages written, and the feelings, energy, mood, confidence. If something's working, keep it. If not, change one small thing and try again. This way, you're always adjusting, always improving, without burning out. And now, the final step makes sure it sticks long-term. Here's the truth. Motivation disappears. You can't rely on it. That's why step 7 is to set up a ritual that keeps you going. It might be a calendar reminder, prepaying for a class, joining a group where everyone's doing the same thing. When you set up the environment, the action becomes automatic. It's like people who move to walkable neighborhoods. They suddenly walk more, not because they're motivated, but because their setup makes it easy. And with that, you've got all 7 steps. If this is helping, hit like so YouTube shares it with more people stuck in the no-do gap. And comment your gap below. Just typing it makes you more likely to act on it. And yes, I read them all.